Good morning. My name is Egle Ortega Fernandez, and I'm going to present to you the research Fake News Perceptions in the Smart Society. This research was done by Mario Arias-Oliva, Graciela Padilla Castillo, Sonia Carcelén Garcia, and me, Egle Ortega Fernandez, all for the Complutense University of Madrid. This presentation is part of the Congress Ethicum 2021. We are living in a smart society where our citizens are connected to other people and devices that generate an incalculable amount of information each second. The smart society looks for the increase and the well-being for the citizens. According to the World Economic Forum 2020, the digital universe is expected to reach 44 zettabytes in 2020. But these connections increase the polarization and influence the confidence level. Citizens are producing, consuming, and exchanging information every day, sharing photos, personal video conference, social media content, on streaming service. And business and its generation exchanging and consuming digital information every day with e-commerce, teleworking, internet access, or global information system. But paradoxically, at the moment with the most information available for citizens, we are probably worse informed than ever before. There are several reasons that explain this paradox. We are losing the freedom to choose our information. An algorithm is deciding for us, filtering and suggesting what is the information of any kind that should consume. That way of organizing information provokes a narrowed mind in which vision and understanding of individuals and society are based. The shared vision and the shared values are the ones decided by the algorithm, with the ethical concerns that the facts represent. Who manage the algorithms, manage the society and the individuals. It could be considered as the hacking of the human brain. Nowadays, companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, and Microsoft are governments are developing and all these tools and knowledge, and probably they will be or they are hacking us. They will not only be able to predict our decisions, but also they can manipulate our feelings. In this digital environment, governments and corporations are using this new technique to manipulate us. And fake news is an emerging strategy. The fake news is a term that is used to mean disinformation, and this fake news is spread in politics, journalists, law and policies, or social media. This message can have geopolitical consequences, for example, by creating conflicts, changing, changing the intention to vote, or by putting public opinion for or against a certain social problem. Citizens increasingly trust this type of message, being not able to distinguish between what is fake and what is real in this kind of news. That's why exists, that's what now exists, the fact-checking agencies that are a group of specialists who are usually journalists that are dedicated to deny or reviewing fake news to show the truth to the public. This type of communication, media, and projects are dedicated to fact-checking, have grown in number around the world, boosted by the infodemic that COVID-19 pandemic has created. Fact-checking news agencies focus on a very diverse criteria and tools to be able to determine the factors that make up a fake news. These tools could be verifying image, text, geolocalization cameras, and they use different applications, extensions, online platforms, and for this purpose. These fact-checking agencies complete different processes to try to unmask the fake news. When review this reference and taking consideration to this different process, add, add to the avalanche of information that citizens receive every day, we might think that it's not possible for ordinary people to comply with this very specific process. On the other hand, the fact-checking media themselves, they declare that they cannot cover everything. If we focus on the role of social networks as vehicles and amplifiers of fake news, it is perhaps the most difficult to control. This type of news appeals to the emotions, and they go to the users, and they can awake the not very rational and very impulsive reactions because people seek to reinforce their belief and convictions and justifies their fears. Taking account that the verifications contradict news are popular, even if they are not real, people are frustrated by having fall into the trap of sharing them. And that's why they don't usually spread the denials with the same vehemence that they distribute this false information that go viral in the social media networks. Like results and conclusions, we have that fake news has existed for a long time. What is relevant in this current moment is that the issue that they come together with citizens that are hyper-connected and are hyper-exposed to the newspaper, to hundreds of thousands of information from all. Also, without a doubt, we need to reflect on this process that must be followed and the options that exist to verify the information that circulates, since many factors conspire against a healthy news system. That's what we need. It is a professional profile that opens the opportunity for researchers and journalists to develop in the field of fact-checking, like they are doing. Also, technologies facilitates this task with tools that are being updated, but in a double direction. This same technology through social networks also make it easier for hoaxes to go viral and reach millions of people in a very short time. We live in the post-truth era. We are where people share what is good for their cause or they support their ideology, sometimes without criteria and without stopping to think if it is real. The creation of detection of patterns developed by individuals and by social medias plays fundamental role in these actions, since they could be used in a generalized way with the same speed with the information received. If you need more information, you can contact us, and thank for your attention.